Welcome back to the From Harvard with Love podcast. I am your host, Harvard World Drizzy, and today we're going to get into some more TikTok foolery. But before we get into that, I want to give you guys a chance to go and like, comment, and subscribe to the video for more content. I need, it gives me the motivation I need to keep, pumping these things out. I'm telling you, this content creation thing ain't as easy as they made it seem. But as y'all know, with the TikTok foolery, what we do is we go over a few of the more interesting, more intriguing TikToks that I found or were sent to me over the week, and we go and we give our little take, our little spin on it. So without further ado, we're not gonna waste time. We're gonna try to pump these things out in 25 minutes or less. And so let's get right into it.
Do you think two alphas can be in a relationship?
No.
Why?
Why do you think so?
What is that called then?
That's called a dysfunctional relationship.
No, it's called the power couple, babes. Let's look at Beyonce and Jay-Z. They're two alphas in a relationship. That's two alphas in a relationship.
Successful.
Why can't there be two
automatically
alphas?
an alpha?
And just because she's successful in this don't mean she bring that to a relationship.
Exactly.
See, I'm gonna start it with saying this. Now, two alphas, whatever the fuck that even is, could work in a relationship. It just depends on the people. Different strokes for different folks. I'm gonna say that first and foremost. Another problem that we have is we try to make these relationships one size fits all. They're not one size fits all. But if we're speaking in generally, the masculine is aroused, is attracted to the feminine, and vice versa. The feminine is attracted to the masculine. That's just generally. There are, of course, in 2023, we attracted to whatever, who knows what. But when we're talking about heterosexual relationships, typically there's a masculine and feminine character. It's just a fact of the matter, right? Two masculines, obviously, a plus and a plus, obviously is going to be a little bit more difficult, but it could work if the people are there for each other. That's what I'm always saying. If they are committed to each other, it could work. But what I get sick and fucking tired of is examples like Beyonce, two power couple babes. What makes you think Beyonce is masculine? Is it because she's at the top of her field in R&B? Because that's no question. She is a pop superstar, probably the biggest since Madonna, Michael Jackson. So she's, but I don't see anything about Miss Sasha Fierce that's masculine. That's just not what I see. She is a very queenly person, individual, very feminine. See, the problem is I think they take feminine as being weak or less than. Maybe if you saw it for what it really was, the feminine energy is all powerful. All of the great wars, most of the great wars fought over women back in the day. There is no greater motivation for a man than a woman. They bring the best out of us. That's one of the reasons why marriage is actually worth it when it's worth it. It's because when you really do have that helpmate, that feminine energy next to you, you feel like you can take over the world. And that's quantifiable. It's intangible but tangible, if you get what I'm saying. But we gonna, like I said, this power couple shit, we shouldn't worry about power couples, us average people, us normal people. Maybe not use average. We're going normal. That's what a word I got acquainted with this week. I was called normal. We might have to get into this Sierra and Russell Wilson thing in a later episode as well. But yeah, us normal folk, we need not worry about power couples. Get you some power first. We'll move along.
the point of two people coming together to build something if one side comes with nothing, or you're not aware of what that side comes with?
That's literally how men date all the time.
Y'all are different.
Yeah, women don't
Y'all are
provide
different.
much other than non-materialistic things.
Like what?
Companionship, support. That's what y'all say, right? Emotional support, companionship, like those things. And it's like, okay, those are not quantifiable items. I make
because you should be able to like pick them out, like you do this,
but
this.
I'm literally just saying the exact situation that you just said. That's what men do. It's literally what men do. And for women, it's no. But why would I be dealing with somebody that can't do certain things for me? But men do that all the time.
So who's the more logical, men or women?
And fellas, this is why you don't argue with women. The mental gymnastics it takes to try to track them when they get emotionally involved and they just start saying shit, just turn into word salad, just diarrhea at the mouth. She'll just say anything. It's like that's the problem. When we say women are emotional, that's what we mean, and that's not all women. Of course, they are great women debaters, you know, that can actually hold their own, articulate their point or whatever. But for the most part, they're not looking that far ahead. They just trying to win. They trying to prove you wrong. That's why, like, I watch these podcasts and I watch these girls purposely act like they don't get it. You know, like well, you can't say that for sure, or it's not all because I know this one specific person on. You use their logic on them and you get this shit right here, what you just saw. He used the exact same logic that she was doing. I don't see why I should be dealing with a man who ain't got nothing. But we deal with y'all broke asses all the time. Rich men almost exclusively deal with broke bitches. Exclusively deal with women who ain't got it. But a woman will not do that for a man. And that's false also. That's false. Because there's plenty of broke men living off women. These women will do it. It's about the leverage that you have at the end of the day. That's nothing they don't want to talk about. It's leverage. You can be broke if you fine. Male or female. Let's keep it a bean. Male or female. A broke, fine man, he can probably land him a woman with some money that'll take care of him. A lot of times she be willing to take care of him, long as he matching in the crotch area. You feel me? If he could hit that thing and he looked like something that she could show to her friends, they'll fund that. They'll pay for that. Same thing is like, you know, beauty has its privileges. It's just a fact. Both ways. Men don't benefit as much, nearly as much as women do, of course. But they do.
Simps and modern women, and the thing that they say to you, who hurt you? Or that woman really did a number on him for him to hold women accountable and say that to us. I'm educated, I'm successful, I've been able to navigate through corporate America and be incredibly successful in that. I'm a real estate mogul, Deca millionaire, not multi-millionaire, Deca millionaire. I'm a mentor for young guys, 14 through 24. I hire more black women than I hire black men. I've been married for almost 2 decades to the woman that was the best friend of mine in high school. I am a father, not a baby daddy. It's a difference. I am a reflection of what I would want my daughter to marry. I'm 40. And I've been almost married for 2 decades. 2-parent household. Never seen divorce. I married a black woman. To answer your question of who hurt you.
Yeah, that is a stupid question that they say it's a go-to. It's a go-to to women. Most women, the ones watching this, you can admit, you asked, who hurt you? That's y'all favorite line. Kevin had y'all figured out with the sign language. Shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. Y'all will say anything. You'll say anything. You'll violate a man. You'll violate anybody. You'll say any and do anything. That's why it makes no sense to even argue with you. But the favorite thing you want to ask us is who hurt you? And the truth is you. The truth is, yeah, like, oh, you got mommy issues. You blame me for my mommy issues? That's cruel. The victim blaming much, but it's okay to victim blame when it's the man. It's always been okay because we've been taught to man up. Get over your mommy issues. It's a whole nother conversation if we talk about the damage that these women actually do to these young boys. From their mothers to the predatory nature of females. You got, I know y'all notice in the news, y'all have seen these kids getting one. Recently, I saw a 13-year-old boy got a teacher pregnant. She had the baby. Did no jail time. No jail time. Now, imagine shoe on the other foot. Male teacher impregnates female student. Think he getting no jail time? Of course. They're going to throw the book at his ass. They're going to throw the book at his nasty ass, rightfully so. But all I'm saying is they probably should throw the book at her too. That do they not think about the dynamic that they set, the precedents they set when they do this type of shit? So now you got a boy, he's 13 years old, and he's a father. So when he turned 18, we throwing him on child support? Is that something? So, or if he wants to have a relationship with the child, his mom, granny, is going to have to schedule a play date with his rapist. Do we think about these things? They don't, because there are no real rights for men. There's no men's right activists. There's no masculineness. Just feminists. Just feminism. Anything we do is deemed as like masculinity. You might as well say white power. It's kind of the same thing. If you get it, you can say black power and that's empowering. But if you say white power, that's a whole different connotation. Then we whoa. That's how it is with us. Nobody's coming to help us. And what we mostly do is we keep our heads down and we just push through it. It's not even worth fighting, especially not in public. Most men won't do it. That's why I salute the guys in the manosphere, because they doing God's work. Now, there's some bad apples in there, but that's gonna come with anything. Any movement is gonna be some radicals that's gonna take it far left. It's gonna be the Andrew Tates. Not that I disagree with the guy on a whole lot. I mean, I disagree with the grape that they're accusing him of over there. I don't know nothing about that, so I don't even get into that. I'll let the court system figure that out. Seems pretty bogus, but we'll figure it out. Kevin Samuels was another one. You know, y'all might not have liked his tack, but he was doing the Lord's work. Then you got the freshers and the fits. I might not agree with the shit that they say on a daily and nightly basis, but the facts are the facts is that what's more, it still stands a purpose, because you can still see, even though they talk to bimbos exclusively, look how many of them exist. He has a packed house. They have a packed house night in and night out of these harlots coming on there and saying the same thing. Fellas, before I go to the next one, what we need to understand is, and ladies too, when you are online and we are watching this content, you got to be wary of the guys and the girls that you're listening to. And you got to also understand the plight from which they preach from. So some of these guys are telling you that they are the non-selects. These are the passport bros. The MGTOW guys, you know, they going their own way. Men going their own way. The SY, the save yourself black men. These guys, right? They even say themselves, they acknowledge that they are the non-selects. So if you're sitting on there, why would you be mad, women, ladies? I'm talking to y'all now. Why would you be mad, or why would you have any critique for the guys you didn't select? That's the argument I have for you regarding the passport bros. These guys are saying we are leaving because y'all not picking us, and then y'all are calling them cowards for leaving. I call them cowards too. Because originally, before you do the homework, and even after you do the homework, it gets kind of icky. But when you get into it, these guys got good reason to leave. They just not getting what they want over here. It's not fair to call them all sex terrorists, which most of them are. Come on, we know what you're doing. We know what you're doing, fellas. Most of you are sex tourists, including you, Mr. Austin Holloman. Fucking sex tourism. Exactly what it is. It's just call it what it is. But you don't want to because that's illegal. So I ain't gonna knock y'all hustle. Keep doing y'all thing. But I'm gonna tell you this. These are the non-selects. The non-selects are speaking from a non-select point of view. It makes no difference. And it's the same with the women. Same with the women. This is a bunch of podcasts of women and they just unload no men. But it's because they are also to the non-selects. Now their non-select status is a bit different because they still get sexual experiences. They still get sexual selection because pussy like pizza. When it's good, it's really good. And when it's bad, it's still pretty good. So you have that. So even a butt ugly, big, fat behemoth of a woman gonna get some swipes on Tinder. Just the way, this is the fact of life. Don't worry about what they got going on.
It's another edition of liberals who don't know why they're mad. I was seeing this girl who told me she does not believe in traditional gender roles. She told me it's wrong to assume that a woman's natural role is cooking and cleaning. Funny thing about that, she is phenomenal at cooking and cleaning. When I clean something, she says, "You call that clean? That's not clean." When I cook something, she's like, "You fucking season this? That's not seasoned right." She claims she's independent and doesn't need a man for anything. But she doesn't know how to check her oil. I have to check her oil. I have to kill the spiders in the house. If something's over 40 pounds and it needs to be moved, she makes me move it. She can't change a fucking tire. I have to change the tire. She says she likes to make her own decisions when it's not time to make a decision. When it's time to make a decision, she makes me decide something for her. I would let her decide what restaurant we're going to eat at, but then we'd never end up eating. She says masculinity is toxic, but she says the reason she likes me is because I'm not as feminine as the other guys that come on to her. She says men are just as strong as women, but she can't bench press as much as me, or do a single push-up, not even on her knees like those little girl push-ups. She says she doesn't need a man to protect her, but if somebody gives her a hard time in public when we're together, she expects me to fight them. She told me I'm not leading the relationship. She says we're equal partners that share equal responsibilities. So I made her pay for dinner. She was mad. I made her pay the UI bill. She was really mad. Even though she doesn't believe in traditional roles in a relationship, it almost seems as if she's happiest when she acts like a traditional woman, and I act like a traditional man. So I expressed that to her, and she called me a misogynist.
Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Ladies, listen. Pull the plug on the feminism for a second. Take that out, right? Heterosexual ladies only. That's what I'm talking to. Ladies who like men, cisgendered ladies. We got to say that now. So for the cisgendered ladies, heterosexual ladies who like men, I heard, was it Hitch? I believe it was Hitch. On the beginning of Hitch, he says, like something to the, I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly. No woman wakes up in the morning and says she doesn't want to be swept off her feet. That's not what she wants. That's no woman, no heterosexual woman who actually wants a relationship with a man, or who actually enjoys a relationship with a man, don't want a really good man to come sweep them off their feet. They want that. They want that. And because of that, because we know that you want that because you're a heterosexual cisgender woman, wouldn't it benefit you more to actually listen to what men are saying that they want? Because like in his example, which is the general case, this is what women enjoy because the feminine is attracted to the masculine. This is what you're attracted to. This is what you're good at, right? Don't let the media tell you that you're a servant because you're not a servant. You're not a servant. You're not a slave. You should be doing it because you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine too. You need to find you a man that's cool with you not wanting to. But I'm telling you, if you excel at it and it's going to make y'all a cohesive team, why not? Why not? What's it going to hurt for you to go to the gym and get in better shape? Let's not say it's for a man, it's for health reasons. Why not know how to cook, understand nutrition, right? You're probably going to have kids whether you have a man or not. That's just statistically what's going on these days. So at least for the nutrition of your child, if not for a man. But these things will make you. I see that's another thing too. All women aren't. You're not just cooking, cleaning, and washing clothes and shit either. That's not your only tangible job. That's one of them. And let's be for real, in today's society, we all doing a little bit of everything in the house because that's what it takes. So stepping away from that, you need to be a respectable person, right? We start getting into the body count conversation and shit that nobody wants to. The reason that y'all hate the body count conversation is because you have no discipline. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to you. That's why you won't tell anybody your body count for real, because it's embarrassing. You know it is. You know it is. You should have used better judgment. But you can't change the past. You can only change your actions going forward. But you're not even willing to do that because you're sexually liberated. Look, ladies, listen. The right man is worth it. The right man, but all I'm asking is that you vet him. Before you fuck him, know him. That's all I'm asking. And understand who he is. See the red flags. Look at him objectively. Understand that there's always going to be red flags. Always. On all of us. It's just what type of red flag is it? Is it a character flaw? Is it something you can live with? Is it something that's going to break you or the relationship? Learn it right away. You got to learn it by paying attention. In the beginning, it's real easy to have fun. That's why people used to fall in love in 2 seconds back in the old days. Back in the 1500s, Romeo and Juliet, they knew each other 24 hours and they ready to die for each other. Y'all get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in that. Enjoy that. Have fun with that. But at the same time, no, it's like work. It's like a job. There's still work to be done inside that relationship, even in the beginning when it's going great. You have a right to yourself, to that relationship, a duty to know that person. Do your homework.
She really do anything for you. Like, I'm a big believer in men being protectors, providers, all that stuff, right? But a lot of dudes, they get so caught up in that role that they don't realize she does nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? She's just there taking. And you're just happy to be in her presence that you don't realize she's a liability, not an asset. Now, doing something for you doesn't mean she got to be spending money on you or, whatever. I don't view it that way. But what does she pour into you that makes life better? It could just be she knows how to handle you and make things more peaceful around you. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to talk to you. She knows how to inspire you. Whatever it is, does she have value that she adds? Because if not, nothing else matters.
So you can't get blinded, by the back shots.
You can't get blinded by the back shots. Yeah, he's absolutely right. See, this is the problem. This is why they mad at Russell Wilson. This is why they mad at Russell Wilson. It's because he's providing all of this. He's providing all of this value, this tangible value that we can see. And what we can't see is what he's getting for his money. Like, we're not getting into it too much, but like he going this dress she wore at the Vanity Fair event, if you want to call it a dress. It was some fishnet see-through sheer abomination. It wasn't even cute. That's the sad part about it. If you're going to go big and go naked, you might as well look good. She didn't even look good. Bogus ass hairstyle too. From head to toe, she didn't look good. But he was standing there looking like a damn fool with his naked wife. And see, the issue I'm having is I'm not religious, right? I'm not a good Christian man. I'm not. But Russ claims to be. Russ don't even say curse words. When they first got together, there were pictures of them praying. Women was asking for Sierra's prayer. She said she prayed every night to get a Russell until she got one. Well, not for Russell specifically, but for a man like him, and she got one. Right? Her prayers have been answered. This is how she repay her God. Because everything that she was doing is not something. And God put us on the earth naked. The problem is, see, look, this is the issue. He's not. She's literally doing the devil's work. Call it what you want. She getting in between that man and his God. She is literally doing the devil's work. She's going the opposite. This is what they mean by being unequally yoked. They are not of one mind. They're not of sound mind. She twerking. And like, yeah, he puts up with it. And that's what this guy was just talking about. he puts up with it because he just want to be of service to her. He just wants to make her happy. This is not an issue. This is not the problem. The problem is that he wants to make her happy to his own injury, to the injury of the family unit, to like to put that. No man, I don't care who you are. No, if it's on display, it's for sale. Period. That's just the fact of the matter. You ever been to a store and seen some shit on display that you couldn't buy? If it's on display, then it's for sale. All of the ladies that ran out there and said, "Oh, that was the theme of the night," I must tell you, like I told all of them, Savannah James was there as well, right? Same theme as everybody else. However, I didn't see her ass. Shocking. There were other Haley Bailey or whatever the hell her name is, one of them, the mermaid girl. She was there, looked damn good. Didn't see her ass. Pretty sure she was on theme too. And the problem isn't even the theme. The problem is you can be bought. So there was a Vanity Fair event. You got to be naked to go. Then you shouldn't have went as a married woman. Here come the idiots with Beyonce was there. They want to show Beyonce. So, okay. Beyonce maybe got a song called Church Girl. Might even grew up in the church, but it's not a devout Christian. And I don't ever remember her claiming to be. No, for a fact, Jay-Z is not. So we talking about playing by a different set of rules. The infraction is still egregious to me, whether you believe in Jesus or not. It's just a fact. Because I don't know a man that wants his woman to be gazed upon by other men. Not in that way. Like, of course, we want to have a beautiful girl, but we want to leave something to the imagination. I want something just for me. And they'll make it seem like that's an insecurity of mine. But is that insecure? Is it wrong for me to want something different than the rest of the world get from me? Hey, well, I think I'm going to go ahead. I think I might just have to do a whole segment on that. I might even do that as a call-in show, or maybe even have somebody do the review with me so we can bounce ideas off each other, so I don't make sure that I'm not just talking myself in a circle, because I can't understand why y'all can't understand why that shit was egregious. I just don't get it. And I don't get why women don't believe they need to give us anything in a relationship. I don't understand that. I don't understand why you think like it was the overall theme of these TikToks. When you think about them from start to finish, it was women asking for too much and not wanting to give nothing. Not wanting to give nothing. Not even understanding. It's the sad part. Not even understanding. And so like what we can't do is what I said earlier. You got to understand that these are the non-selects talking to the non-selects many times on these podcasts. So what you need to understand is that in real life, in real time, what's really going on is average people are marrying average people every day, and they're living happily ever after. And then they're going to say, oh, well, the marriage rate is 50%. Yeah, because there's a lot of buffoonery going on. There is not somebody for everybody. That's cap. That's a lie. That's one. Two, everybody don't even deserve marriage. Everyone isn't even marriageable material, but there is no test you have to pass to get married. So because anybody can do it, a lot of them's going to fail, because let's be for real. Most people aren't that smart. They believe love is enough to get bonded by marriage. They believe love is enough. It is not. You get married when you have a mission. Whether it's rearing children, whether it's building legacy, you have a mission, you have a purpose, and y'all join together for that purpose, for that mission. If you have no mission, you have no purpose. If it's just love, y'all can keep shacking up. You don't believe in God, no way. Y'all ain't going to church. Y'all not living with no type of discipline anyway. If you're going to be a heathen, be a whole heathen. Come on over here to the dark side. Come to death row. Come on over. Because you don't really believe in those things. Y'all only believe in these traditional ideals when they suit you. You want a traditional man, but don't want to give him what a traditional man traditionally gets. So I'm not going to keep rambling. That's enough for this one. What I need you guys to do, though, especially if you've been here rocking with me for 30 minutes, the least you can do is hit the like button. Hit the like button so I can I could keep these things, give me the motivation to keep it going. What my boy say? The HBO special. Trey over at the Po Man's Podcast. Help a brother out. Help a brother out. But that's it. Till next time.